What's going on YouTube? It's yours truly, Rock Combo, aka the Professor on the Sticks, and I'm bringing you my one and only unstoppable offense on NCAA 14. I finally finished up a guide. I've been working on this guide since pre-release, just countless hours in the lab and taking it to the games and seeing what's the most effective, route combinations and routes in this year's game. Come out with some nice user catching. This guide provides 30 plus plays, I would say. I go over some of the power running formations. So if you really like to run the ball, then you have some nice passes out of that to confuse the defense. I have a bunch of different 5 wide plays, formations and plays, and then I have some under center as well. And if that's not enough for y'all, I feel like the best shotgun triple option scheme out there with an awesome double screen and then a stock fade that you can use or catch for days. And so I'm calling this offense the NCAA 14 blur offense, and that's because the defense is just totally going to be oblivious to everything you're doing on offense. You have so many options, it's unbelievable. And to add on to that, by the way, this guide is going to be $15, and you might think that's a lot, but I put a lot of time into it. You have PDF format, you have video breakdowns, HD video breakdowns with commentary of how to set the plays up and my reads. And then also, I'm providing y'all with an online gameplay of me, unedited online gameplay of me breaking down what I'm doing, how I like to run the scheme, so it should really help y'all put the whole scheme together. And on top of that, if that's not enough, I know how hard defense is this year, and I struggle with defense as well, but I have some really nice edge pressures, some B-gap pressures if you like, and then coverage defense as well. And so that's just a little mini scheme to throw in there to maybe help y'all on defense as well. So that's just a little added bonus to that. I've never done that before in any of my guides. So let's get into, I'm just going to give you a sample play. Let's just break this down. This is shotgun, 5 wide receiver bunch, shallow drags. All right, so let's just come out in a 2-man under from the dollar formation. All right, so all I like to do is put X on a flat route, and then right before I hit the ball, I'll move B, let him take a half a step, so against man coverage he gets a little turbo and he gets a little extra separation. But as you see, this play pretty much stock is just really money. And what I like to do is put the X receiver on the flat because it creates a flood of the zone on the left side of the field. It makes the reads easy, so you're really going to be reading just the left side of the field. The A receiver is a really nice route to the corner route. It gets wide open, gets man and zone coverage, but that route is mainly to try to take the user to the right side of the field. And then if they start flooding the left side of the field and trying to take away your left side, you can dare them to do that, because then you have that awesome corner route on the right side. So you also have a very nice deep post, and the post route comes open because the drag will suck down the underneath coverage from like the middle linebackers or whatnot. So your first read on this play, before pre-snap, right here you see 2 deep high safeties, so it's either going to be like a cover 2 sink, or cover 2 man is most likely what you're looking at. And so your first read is going to be X, and if someone follows him, that's most likely, it means it's going to be man coverage. And the wide receiver is going to be open. You just throw a bullet pass, a lead to the outside, and then you just make your progression from there. So let's get to it a little bit. So right there, X, there's someone on X, and so you just throw it to Y. And of course the defender decides to make a crazy animation. But I also forgot to motion him out a half a step, and you see that separation he gets on his man defender, and so that's just awesome, little kink in the formation in the play to just make it that more effective, especially against man. All right, so right there you see how the post route, the corner route, gets just torches his man defender, especially if you get someone fast there. He does a better job. So right there, so my initial read off this play is I look at the X receiver and he's being guarded, so I know it's man coverage. And so against man coverage, one of the easiest ways almost every single year to beat man coverage is hit him with the corner route, and boom, you see right here our man gets 3 yards of separation, just wide open. You can't ask for much more than that. But if you don't like, if for some reason he mirrors him or he has him covered really well, you can hit him up with the motion drag. He'll always have a step on him, and then you can also go to the post route that will get open against man too if you have enough time.
Stingray!
And what's nice about this formation, I know there's no one blocking, you can't block a receiver, But even if someone is blitzing with the motion drag, it makes it really, really hard to stop. And then also you have the flat route by the X receiver if they're trying to zone blitz you. And once again, guys, just like I told you, that a receiver, if they're not respecting it, is going to absolutely torch his man defender as well. All right, so let's just try to see if we can hit that post route real fast. If not, that's definitely your last read. But you see right there, he torched his man as well. So this is really a man killer, and it's a really good zone flutter. So just to finish up with this man, you see right here. See, one thing about this drag route, if you motion him out, if you motion him a whole step, he ends up hitting his lineman a lot of times because he'll hit the DN and he'll hit his lineman a little bit. And so you definitely just want to go in practice mode and just practice, make sure it just takes like a little half a step. Okay, so once again, your read is the X receiver, he's covered, and then you go to the corner route. He had separation, but I decided not to go there. And then look at that corner route's wide open as well. But my read right here now would be the deep post. He has a few yards of separation, so really everything on that play is completely open that I want to get open. All right, so now let's break down some zone coverage. Let's say in the $326. This is definitely a passing formation. Let's just do a stock cover 3. Back to shallow drag. Just flap the X guy. Motion hike B. Okay, so what you see right here is the defender is in a light blue, and you can tell it's definitely a zone by the way how he's square up to the line of scrimmage instead of, he doesn't start chasing after him. He's kind of square, so you definitely can tell that it's a zone defense. And there's only one deep high safety, so that usually will mean like a cover 3 or a cover 1 of some type, or maybe even a blitz. So your first read is the X guy. I can see there's just too much separation right there. And if you just throw a bullet pass to the outside, he's not gonna pick that off. And the only way he would pick that off if the corner was more to the outside and he was in light blue right there. Okay, so then, but if I was gonna go on with my reads, I would go and hit this corner route, which is gonna get too far to the outside of that yellow zone, and that deep safety is not gonna be able to make the play on that. And then once again, you have the awesome drag route. So let's just break it down to where you have a little bit more time. I threw that a little too fast to break down the other routes. Eagle! Boom. The drag. Easy 5-yard completion, especially if they're blitzing. A zone blitz is going to be done for with drag routes. And then this post route just gets right in between the seams.
Green 88, check.
All right.
Hammerhead. Hot.
Same thing with the corner route. So you say, well, what if they put a purple out there? Purple routes are, I'll even move him out here. Purple routes this year is just a disaster. Purple routes are never going to, they're never actually going to cover the flats, so the flats is going to be wide open, and then also they don't, I don't know, they just play really weird this year. So right here you can just hit them right in the flats. You don't see anybody there. That's an easy 5-yard, 6-yard completion every single time because the purple zone is never going to bite down. And so it would do a good job taking away that corner, but then you have the flat. And then if for some reason they have a light blue and a purple out there, and the drag is going to get open. Same thing with the post right there will get open. So really, guys, there's just too much to defend on this play. Boom. Okay, guys. So that's just one sample play out of over 30 plays. Once again, I have full HD breakdowns of all the schemes. I have it in PDF format. I have it in a Word document. And so I have the text in, and then I go into the plays and say, put X on a flat or whatnot. So you can look quickly back at it, so you don't have to go through all the videos. And then I have an online gameplay to break it all down for you and show you how I like to run the scheme. And then to top all that off, for a bonus, I have 7 different blitzes for y'all. And I have outside heat. I have the outside heat that you can turn into a B gap, and I have a coverage defense. So definitely, I think it's worth it, especially if you want to become a serious NCAA player. You want to start beating up on your friends, and you're tired of losing to them. And so I'm not guaranteeing the defense is going to completely shut down everything, but going to be able to get a couple stops at the game, and that's all you want, because this offense you're going to be able to score every single time. It's going to be a blur to the defense, to your opponent. So it's only $15. You can buy the guide in the description below. It's going to be in every single one of my videos from here on out. I really do appreciate all of y'all's support and really hope it helps you out. And for some reason, if something doesn't work out with you, you're like, man, I can't beat zone with this in this formation, or something's not clicking, you can always email me. I give you my email in the ebook, and then or you can send me a personal YouTube message, and I'll respond. And if we have to, we'll get in the lab, and I'll try to help you out as best as I can. So hope you all enjoy this breakdown and this free sample play. Take it to the game, see if you like it, and I'll be seeing you all in the stick.